Hi there, I'm Christina from hairromance.com and welcome to day 30 of my Hair Romance Good Hair Q&A series. That makes 30 out of 30 for this month and I am so impressed that we've made it this far, and I think I'm going to keep continuing, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next episode. I've answered a lot of curly hair questions this month, and one of the most popular videos has been on the best curly haircuts. And so I've had a few questions come in around this topic, and one that I think is really interesting is, will cutting my hair make it curlier? It's a question that a lot of people have, sometimes that their hair, as they grow longer, their curl becomes less obvious, but it really depends, and I'm going to go through whether cutting your hair will make it curlier or straighter. As your curly hair grows, often it's gravity that will start to take an effect on your curls, and so they can start to drop a little bit the longer your hair gets. So if there's a lot of weight in your curls, a haircut can take out some of that weight and let your curls bounce back up. And the other thing that can happen after a haircut is that you've cut off a lot of the dead ends. Perhaps you haven't been wearing your hair curly for very long and you used to straighten a lot, or you had a lot of old colour. And when you cut off those old fried ends, the ends of your hair seem to curl better. So there are some things that say your hair is going to curl better after a haircut, but it really depends on your curl structure. So while most people will experience a little bit of a bounce up with their curls after a haircut, some people might find that their hair is less wavy or even quite straight. And so it's about taking a look at your curls to work out what's going to work best. To determine your curl structure, take a look at one of your curls, and you want to have a look to see if you've got more of an S shape or more of a sort of spiral shaped curl. So, and a side note to this, it's really normal to have a huge mix of curl patterns in your hair. So you can see with me, I've got some looser waves at the top, some almost quite straight pieces around the front here, and then these curls underneath are super tight. But interestingly to note, a while back, this used to be the straightest part of my hair. The underneath section was completely dead straight and never curled, and now it's the opposite way around. So it's common for your hair to change, your curl structure to change, and to have a mix of curl patterns, so don't worry too much about that. But sort of pick up a couple of your typical curls and have a look if they're more of an S shape or more of a spiral shape. And then you want to have a look at a good section of curls, around about 10 centimetres, and see how long it takes for your curl to travel through that distance. So if I'm looking at some of these sections underneath, I can just try and go. See around here, this is where my curls are quite spiraled and quite tight, versus maybe it's this one. Yeah, this one's a little bit all over the place today. Say some of these ones are a bit more sort of S-shaped, S to a sort of spiral, so it can kind of be mixed as well. But this is probably a good curling to show you as an example. Or maybe, yeah, this one's not so bad. So grabbing a sort of section of hair where you can see what your curl pattern is like, or how crazy your curl pattern is really. You want to see in a section around about this long and have a look. So you can see in this one, I've got around about 2 curls in there. So if in that space of around about 10 centimetres, your curls only go around about once, you might find that having a haircut will actually take some of the curl out of your hair. But if they're going 2 to 3 times through that space, having a haircut will actually cause your curls to bounce up a little bit higher. So that's kind of a good rule to help determine which way it could work. But there are also other factors: the amount of hair you have, the thickness of your hair, and also other things like the actual shape of your haircut as well. In my curly haircut video I did mention these, but thinning scissors can sometimes wreak havoc on your curls because they'll actually cut through and can create too many layers within a single curl. Anyway, watch that curly hair video and make a little bit more sense. But sometimes having that type of haircut with too many thinning layers can actually destroy your curls then, and actually make it difficult for them to form that curl spiral and take a good shape. So sometimes the actual haircut style can determine whether your hair will be curlier or straighter after a haircut. If you're planning a short haircut, there's a few other things to think about. Short hair is a lot quicker for washing and styling, but you will need more regular haircuts to keep it in shape. And you might need to learn some new hairstyles because you won't have your old ponytail or bun to call on when you're in a rush. I would love to hear from you. Have you ever had a haircut that's made your hair curlier or straighter? And let me know as well what other questions you'd like to see coming up in the next part of my Good Hair Q&A series. Thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe so you don't miss my next episode. Have fun with your hair, and I will see you soon. Bye.